and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mari and I'm a knitter and maker based in beautiful Bergen. For me, knitting is more than a hobby. It's a way to express myself and create pieces that perfectly fit my life and style. In today's video, I'm so excited to share my knitting plans for 2025. My Make 9 curated projects that I dream of completing over the next 12 months. I'll walk you through my choices, what inspires them, and the modifications and yarns I'm considering. Whether you're planning your own Make 9 or just looking for some knitting inspiration, I hope this video sparks some ideas and encourages you to think creatively about your project. Let's jump in. First on my Make 9 list is the stunning diamond jumper by Anne Wenzel. This sweater has completely captured my heart. The texture and the twisted rib details and the raglan makes for such a beautiful design. I already know I'll want to make some tweaks to suit my personal style. I'm thinking of knitting it a little bit shorter, not too cropped, but not as oversized as the original design. I think a slightly shorter fit will work better for me. For yarn, I'm sticking with the blown yarn, just like the pattern suggests. I'm leaning towards a rich, deep blue, teal or green. These are colors I love, but I haven't used them in a while, and I think they really highlight the texture of the cables. I'm considering Kamarose Snefnugg in teal, Gepard Puno in cobalt, or Rauma Puno in 6742. The pattern is worked from the top down, starting with the color and incorporating short rows to shape the neckline. From there, everything, yoke, body and sleeves, is worked in the round. This project is all about blending comfort and elegance. I can't wait to cast it on and watch the graphic cable pattern come to life. Next up is the Iris sweater by Trine Anneli, and let me just say, it's love at first sight. The pattern is gorgeous and those colors, it's utterly perfect. I plan to make a cropped version of the sweater that pairs well with tailored trousers. It will make a chic and cozy addition to my wardrobe. For the colors, I'm sticking with the original colors. They're too beautiful to pass up. And it seems I'm not the only one who thinks so though, because Holt's Garn is sold out of most of the shades. But I'm patient and I'm really looking forward to trying Holt's Super Soft for the very first time. Now, about the gauge. The pattern calls for a tight 28 stitches per 10 centimeters, which is pretty time consuming, especially for color work. I don't mind modifying the gauge, but I also want to do justice for this stunning design. My plan is to swatch with 2.75mm needles and see where that takes me. I know my knitting is on the loose side, so it might be too loose. If that's the case, I'll adjust the pattern to fit my gauge. I'd rather not prefer to go smaller than 2.75mm needles. The construction of this sweater is great. It's worked top down with a dropped shoulder, and it starts with a double knitted cast on for a crisp shoulder line. The colorwork comes after the shaping for the neckline, which makes things convenient. I love that it uses steeks for the armholes and neckline. It's making colorwork so much easier. I'm excited to dive in and see how it all comes together. The third project on my list is the Poetry Pullover by Sari Nordlund. And I've been dreaming about this lace for a long time. I've always loved the poet and the poetina patterns, but there's something about this circular yoke version that feels extra special. The lace motif shines in this design, and I think 2025 might finally be the year I cast it on. However, I'm torn about the colors. A clean, simple white version would let the lace take center stage and give it a timeless, elegant look. On the other hand, I have this beautiful mohair from La Bien-Aimée that would add some playful texture and depth. If I go with a mohair, I'll pair it with a natural thread, keeping things balanced. Either way, I think it's going to be stunning. The construction of the sweater is seamless and it starts at the neckband. The yoke is knit and round and the lace pattern worked throughout the body and sleeves. The tubular bind-up for the cuffs and the hem is such a polished detail. I love little touches like that. The pattern calls for DK weight yarn, but it's also designed to work beautifully with a combination of fingering weight yarn and silk mohair. The texture and definition are crucial to this design, so choosing the right yarn will be key. I can't wait to get started on this one. It feels like a long-awaited project, and I know it will be worth the time and effort. Next is the Nordic Bloom Cardigan by Caitlin Hunter, a true showstopper. This design is bursting with personality. The bold floral motifs are inspired by Scandinavian patterns, yet it stays current and interesting, which make this cardigan feel like a celebration of color and the knitting traditions of the Nordics. The pattern is written for Rauma Fritidsgarn, but I'm leaning towards using Vidde from Hillesvåg instead. It's a bit finer, but close enough in weight that I don't need to adjust the gauge. Vidde is such a special yarn. It's an 80-20 blend of lamb's wool and pelt wool. You get the glossy, fussy texture from the pelt wool without the extra rustic feels, thanks to the softness of the lamb's wool. It's a perfect balance. For colors, I'm thinking a warm pink with a deep plum red. I love how those shades complement each other, and I think they will make the floral motif really pop. The cardigan is worked bottom up and featured stranded colorwork throughout the body. It's designed to be oversized and making it a cozy layering piece with a modern feel. There's even an option to knit as a vest, but I'm all in for the cardigan version. This project seems to be the perfect blend of tradition and creativity, and I can't wait to see it come to life on my needles. It's going to be such a joyful knit. The fifth project on my Make 9 is the Diona Tee by Sari Nordlund. My pick for the perfect summer knit. I've always loved summer knitting, and this tee is an ideal addition to my warm weather wardrobe. It's lightweight, stylish, and just the right blend of simple and detailed. The cable pattern on the front and back adds a beautiful touch, while the 2x2 ribbing on the sides and sleeves keep things balanced. I'll be making a few modifications, of course. I plan to add slightly longer sleeves for a bit more coverage. It's still summer friendly, but more my style. For yarn, I've been thinking about a silk blend from the Wool Kitchen that's been collecting dust in an UFO since I picked it up at Edinburgh Yarn Fest in 2019. And I think it's time to frog the project and give this yarn a second chance. It's a gorgeous light blue with copper speckles, and I think it will beautifully bring out the elegance of the Diona Tee. This tee's worked seamlessly from the top down, starting with a twisted 1x1 ribbed collar that flows perfectly into the cables. The pattern includes thoughtful details like short row shaping for the neckline and stretchy tubular bind off. It's slightly cropped, which makes it great for pairing with high-waisted skirts or pants. But the length is customizable if you prefer something longer. I'm excited to finally give this yarn a second life. It serves to shine in a project as lovely as the Diona Tee. I can already picture it as my go-to top for sunny days. The sixth project is Johanna Gerisch. I might just have butchered that name. But anyway, her Auguste Sweater, which is all about the cables. I fell in love with this design the moment I saw it. The intricate cables covering the body and the sleeves, even running along the raglan seams, is giving this sweater a polished and cohesive look. Raglan shoulders are a favorite of mine. I felt like 2024 was all about the drop shoulders, so 2025 might just be the return of the raglan for me. For this project, I'm envisioning a simple, classic white version. I plan to use a yarn combo I already fallen in love with, Isager Eco Baby and Isager Alpaca 1, held together. Eco Baby is a blend of 68% baby alpaca and 32% organic Prima cotton, and when paired with delicate alpaca from Alpaca 1, the result is an unbelievably soft and lightweight fabric. I used this combination for a shawl this winter, and it was pure luxury, perfect for this sweater. The construction of the Auguste Sweater is just as thoughtful as it's designed. It's worked top down with raglan increases to shape for the neckline before transitioning into cables and stockinette stripes. The oversized fit and cropped length gives it a modern vibe, while the classic cables keeps it timeless. The finishing touches like the twisted rib hem and color adds just the right amount of detail. This is a project I can't wait to get my needles into. I hope it will be one of those pieces that feels just as good to knit as to wear. The next on my Make 9 list is the beautiful and unique Darta by Sang. This design immediately caught my eye. It's so different with its soft drape, romantic ruffles and understated details. It feels effortlessly elegant and versatile, perfect for cooler summer days or as a statement piece in any outfit. For the yarn, I'm thinking something airy and lightweight, like La Bien-Aimée Helix Base or something similar. I envision the body in a natural color to let the textures shine. And for the ruffles, I'd love to use a hand-dyed yarn with a bit of personality. Maybe I'll dig through my stash and see if I have any fun leftovers. Something playful and unexpected. The construction of this blouse is thoughtful and interesting. It's worked in reverse stockinette with a blend of light fingering and lace weight yarns held together for the body. The bottom-up design creates a lovely silhouette with a slight dropped shoulder. The standout feature, though, is the ruffles. They're applied at the end in a contrasting color and can be customized in length and placement. I love the idea of experimenting with the gradient or multicolored ruffles to make this piece truly one of a kind. I'm so excited about this project's creative possibilities. It's the perfect blend of structure and play, and I can't wait to see how it comes together. The 8th project on my Make 9 list is the Dori Vest by Rauma Yarn, and it's already on my needles. This is such a satisfying knit. The Dori Vest is a cropped, fitted vest in brioche stitch with a round neckline and charming side ties. It's worked top down, starting with the back panel knit flat. From there, stitches are picked up alongside the shoulders and the front pieces are worked individually before everything is joined. The ribbing for the neckline and armholes is added at the end, giving it a polished finish. For this project, I'm using Fivel, a 2-ply wool yarn made from the softest fibers of Norwegian lambs. It's light, smooth and airy, yet a little rustic, with just the right structure for this design. While Fivel is one of Rauma's softest wool yarns, it does have that natural wool feel, so it might not be ideal for those with sensitive skin. I'm working in color 09, a beautiful deep blue that feels classic and versatile. Since I knit loosely, I've adjusted the needle size to 5mm instead of the recommended 4.5mm to ensure my gauge matches the pattern. The texture for this brioche stitch really shines in this yarn, and I love how quickly this project is coming together. I aim to make this vest a wardrobe staple, something I can wear over a crisp shirt with tailored trousers for work. It's a practical and stylish piece I'm excited to finish and start wearing soon. The final project on my Make 9 list is the most special, my wedding dress. Yes, you heard right, I'm knitting my own wedding dress. I know what you might be thinking, a knitted wedding dress? Really? I would have thought the same thing a few years ago, but then I saw Veronica Lindberg's stunning knitted gown, which completely changed my perspective. It was so elegant and unique that I thought, why not give it a try? So here I am, with a tower of white yarn and a mixture of excitement and nerves as I embark on this incredible project. So Veronica's dress is my inspiration, but I'll design the pattern myself and make it my own. I want something timeless, delicate and unique, just the way the day will be. I have chosen Sunless Sunday for the yarn, a light wool that lets me work with slightly larger needles while keeping the fabric airy and delicate. I love how the stitches bloom with this yarn, giving the texture a soft and romantic feel. Sunday is also easy to find. It has a lovely pure white shade and perfectly balances the modern and traditional. So this dress is a big undertaking, and I won't lie, it's a little nerve-wracking. But it's also the most meaningful project I've ever planned. and I'm excited to see it come to life. Here's the knitting, the dress that will hold memories for a lifetime. Thank you so much for following along my Make 9. If you have made it all the way to the end, please leave a little crown emoji in the comments and I'll know you're in the end of video club. I'm very grateful that you are here. If you would like to hear more about my wedding dress or what projects that are currently on my needles, I'll leave my first knitting podcast here for you to check out. I'll be back next week with a special vlog where I'll be cutting up a scarf from a cowl. So subscribe if you want to follow along my knitting adventures. Thanks again for watching and keep knitting what brings you joy in life.